Hello everybody, I'm Dr. Abdelrahman. I'm a pediatric consultant in Egypt and also a WHO certified ICD-10 trainer. We are going to talk today about introduction to the ICD-10, which is the first lecture in our workshop about the ICD-10. We are going to talk rapidly about the components of our lecture. We will begin with the agenda, which contains the main items of our lecture today, and then we will proceed to the objectives, and we will explain and we will discuss in details the objectives afterwards, and we will talk about the primary users, which is simply every single personnel working in the field of healthcare. Okay, then after that we are going to talk about the definition of the ICD-10, which is simply the International Classification of Diseases 10th revision. We will talk about every single word in this definition. Okay, and this is an example of the code using the ICD-10, which is alphanumerical code using single letter followed by a set of numbers. Okay, we will talk also about the difference between revision and version. In this point will take us towards the comparison between the ICD-10 and ICD-9. Okay, after that we will discuss the history of ICD-10. ICD-10 wasn't built in a day. It takes long time to came in the account picture we are seeing it today. Okay, then we will proceed to the family of international classification. We have three sets of classification: reference classifications, derived classification, and related classification. Our main item today is ICD-10, which is considered the most important one of the reference classifications. We will discuss also why these classifications are essential in the healthcare and what are the benefits of using the ICD-10 in documentation, and how to improve the healthcare with the use of ICD-10. Okay, we will discuss the forms of ICD-10, starting from the printed form, which is now obsolete or not used now, and we'll also talk about the WHO browser, which is a demo program on a CD, and also WHO online browser. Okay, we will talk about the volumes of ICD-10, which is simply 3 volumes. The first one, which is called the tabular list of disease conditions. The second one, which is instructions for coding. Third one, which is alphabetic index of disease conditions. We will talk about every component of these volumes in details. Okay, so in volume 1, for example, it contains chapters, 22 chapters actually, and each chapter contains blocks, and every block contains 3 character categories, and every 3 character categories contain 4 character subcategories, and so on. Okay, we have 22 chapters in Latin numbers. Okay, and we will talk about every chapter in detail and the title of the chapter and what it contains. Okay, after that we will differentiate between chapters containing diseases of a specific body system and chapters containing special diseases. Okay, so after that we will talk about the volume 2, which is instructions of using of the ICD-10. Okay, volume 3, which is alphabetical index, which contains alphabetical index of all known diseases and the causes of injury, external causes of injury, and tables of drug and chemicals. Okay, after that we will talk about how to code using 3 most important golden rules. Okay, after that we will talk about conventions, ICD-10 conventions, basic coding guidelines, and some instructions how to use properly the ICD-10. After that, we will talk about specific notes of every chapter using, for example, chapter 9. Okay, after that we will proceed to the some of group activities. First one, self-study of the rest of conventions, okay, and revision in the next day. A group activity number 2, which constitute of dividing you into groups. Each group will choose one chapter to summarize, just like the previous example, which is chapter 9. Okay, group activity number 3, each group will choose one case scenario to solve, just like the following example. We created some case scenarios. We will choose from them to extract the codes most suitable for this scenario. Okay, After that, the group activity number 4, each group with the same specialty will cooperate to collect a glossary of a common ICD-10 codes to guide them in the initial days of documentation. Group activity number 5, all the learners will participate in the activity of choosing the most suitable ICD-10 codes for the following examples. Okay, there are many examples. You have to discuss and cooperate together to select or extract the most suitable code for these examples. Okay, after that we will reach to conclusion of our lecture, and we are ready to receive any questions and any inquiries to explain anything about our curriculum or our lecture or our workshop. And thank you, and goodbye.